Alegre, the southernmost capital of Brazil, is considered a symbol of leftist politics and socialist movements in Latin America's largest democracy.
Porto Alegre is an important place. Not only is it where the World Social Forum was created, but it's also where the participatory budget, a revolutionary administration tool of popular participation, was born. It's where people choose where money should be invested.
This is also where the Workers' Party of Dilma Rousseff was founded. It was here that the PT was elected to office for the first time, and where many now believe it could be coming to an end.
A culpa toda recaiu em quem? No PT.
They are trying to put the blame for the entire corruption that goes on in the country on what? On the PT?
The founder of the movement admits Rousseff's removal has taken its toll on the party, but says it's not finished just yet.
A esquerda não acabou no Brasil.
The left is not over in Brazil, not in Argentina, not anywhere in the world. For as long as capitalism survives, there will need to exist an alternative fight. Workers will continue to fight for their rights and against inequality.
E por melhoria das condições de vida.
The Workers' Party is credited with lifting hundreds of thousands of people out of poverty in Brazil in the 13 years it's been in power. This has been achieved through welfare programs such as the family allowance Bolsa Família, introduced by former President Luiz Inácio da Silva. But they weren't enough to sustain the economy. Brazil faces the worst recession in a generation. The country's GDP shrank 3.8% last year, and 1 in 10 is jobless, contributing to the widespread discontent that pushed Rousseff's administration over the edge. Brazil is just another example in Latin America of a country that has rejected the left. In Venezuela, the liberal opposition makes up the majority of parliament for the first time in decades. And in Argentina, socialist Kirchner was voted out of the presidency, replaced by a business-friendly liberal party. But analysts warn that the comparison is simply not accurate.
What's happening in Latin America is a change in paradigm. But the situation in Venezuela and Argentina is very different, mainly because the shift there happened through the ballot box. And here in Brazil is a different story. We're migrating from one government to the other without the popular backing of an election. It has a judicial base. But this new government won't have the legitimacy granted by the vote, and that is our dilemma.
According to the latest polls, 60% of Brazilians are in favor of changing the political landscape. But for Brazil's left, there's still hope that they won't become obsolete and will fight their way back to power. Anelise Borges, TRT World, Porto Alegre, Brazil.